Hey guys, it's Matt from You and Your Horror Movies, and it's another Top 10 Tuesday. The uh, list we were supposed to do was cannibal films. Unfortunately, I only own about 4 cannibal movies, so I really don't have much to go by, and I haven't seen many, so unfortunately, I'm going to go with my own list on this week. Sorry, I know probably a lot of people love cannibal films. I need to see a bunch. There's a ton I'm missing, but I am going to do for my top 10 the top 10 aquatic horror films that do not have sharks in them. So pretty much all these films I picked do not have a shark. Because there's so many damn shark movies out there, I decided let's go a little different and not have sharks. Well, it's a good thing because I have a ton of shark movies. So out of my 10, my number 10 is Amphibious. Excuse me. It's about a gigantic aquatic scorpion that terrorizes um, this wooden platform rig, if you want to call it. They're like forced into child labor. One character is kind of attached to the scorpion. It's kind of neat. The special effects were kind of cool. Some cool CGI that was actually made for the scorpion. But I really liked this film. I know some people didn't like it. I did. And I'm adding this in my top 10. So that's number 10. Number 9 is a sci-fi movie called Frankenfish. This was actually well done on this. I found this at Big Lots for $5 and I was very happy. Pretty much they're gigantic mutated swamp head fish that are brought in and released. And they were supposed to be hunted. Well, these people that live on this bayou type setting are getting attacked by the fish, and of course they have to stop them. Really cool idea. I loved how some of the houses were on the bayou and they lived there. The CGI wasn't that bad. The acting was pretty decent, and this was actually a really solid film. So definitely check out Frankenfish for sure. It's kind of cheap out there. All right, number 8 is a little bit harder to find, but that's called Octopus 2: The River of Fear. This was another sci-fi movie that they had an Octopus 1 movie, but I thought part 2 was better than the first one. Pretty much takes place near New York City, and these two scuba cops that are, trying to stop drug trafficking, finding people that fell in the bay, blah blah blah. Well, people are getting attacked by some unknown force, and of course they find out it's a gigantic octopus. And they actually show the giant octopus a lot. And there's not a lot of CGI except for some underwater scenes, but it actually wasn't bad. The problem is the ending kind of fell flat, but you deal with what you got. Because the kids were pretty annoying in there, they're all screaming. And it kind of turns into like a natural disaster at the end, because they're all trapped in this weird underwater tunnel. But Octopus 2, definitely check this out if you can find it cheap. That was a lot of fun. I loved the way the octopus looked in it too, because I showed the giant head and the eyes. Yeah, so that's my number 8. Number 7 is Killer Fish. This is a scorpion releasing. I'm glad they released this. It was a fantastic setup on how they put it out. The special qualities are great. Acting was great. A bunch of thieves who steal a bunch of, I think there were diamonds or jewels. I think they were diamonds. And they get together to place the diamonds in a lockbox and put it in this like bay ocean type setup. And of course, they all try to turn on each other, and there's these piranhas in there. Now, how they got there was a different story. That's kind of cool how they got there too. I don't want to ruin it. So if you've never seen Killer Fish, definitely check out Killer Fish. It was a lot of fun. Alright, my next one is Peter Benchley's The Beast. This is based off the book. This was a made-for-TV movie about a giant killer octopus that's attacking a small fishing town. Yeah, Peter Benchley and Jaws. This is the 2-disc edition. Pretty much got the cool slipcover. There are two different editions out there. One is the 2-disc, which has the whole entire movie in its complete length. I think the movie is close to 3 hours long. There is a 1-disc out there, and that's edited for shit. So if you can find the 2-disc, it's pretty cheap. Definitely pick it up. Well worth it. And yeah, if you like killer octopuses like how I do, or octopi, whatever you want to call them, definitely check out The Beast. And I've read the book, and it's actually pretty good. Excuse me. My next film, I know a lot of people dislike this film. I actually liked it, and that is Beneath. This is a chiller film about a bunch of high school friends partying, and they get stuck out into the lake, and of course this gigantic killer fish out of nowhere comes to attack them, and they're trying to survive and try to cross the lake. I love it how the fish is a secondary character, where all the terror and all the horror takes place on the boat, where the kids decide to turn on one another versus work together. It was really great premise. I really liked it. I know a lot of people hated the fish. The fish looked fake. Yeah. But the storyline was pretty solid. The deaths were pretty cool. I liked it. It was pretty cool, and the ending was neat. And of course, this has the alternate cover, which is, I like the alternate cover too. I wish the slipcover did the same thing. But this is what the front looked like. Shit. And that's the cover there too. The reverse side. I like the reverse side as well. The way the kid's coming out of the boat, all blood. So yeah, that's Beneath. Alright, number 4 is the remake of Piranha. I love this film. So much gore, so much tits, so much everything in this film. The only thing that's pretty bad that people disliked about it was the way the fish looked, how CGI they were. I didn't give a shit. The movie was awesome. When I saw this in the theaters, I got goosebumps to this whole thing. I was cheering the fish on. This was just so much fun. If you've never seen the Piranha remake, definitely watch it. Alright, number 3 is Orca, the killer whale. This is an awesome revenge flick, meaning the killer whale is getting revenge on the whaling vessel that killed its mate and its baby. And this whale does so much damage and actually destroys a town, which is awesome. And this is the only killer whale movie out there. There's no other killer whale movie out there. So kudos to this one. This movie was awesome. I love Orca. Alright, number 2 is the Italian Tentacles. This is the Italian ripoff of Jaws. They decided to go with a giant octopus instead. Really cool premise on how they did this. I love the sailboating race. The score to it worked pretty well. They showed the octopus several times. I liked how it was swimming through the water. This is coming out on a Blu-ray too. That's going to be Tentacles with a different film. I forgot. And Empire of the Ants is coming out with another movie. But I'm glad I got this midnight movie release. This was awesome. And my number 1 is, of course, Piranha. This is the Roger Corman Piranha. Oh, so much good things about this film. Yeah, Killer Piranha in the lake there, going after the resort, the kids at the summer camp. Cool cover right there. Now this movie spawned a part 2, which is called The Spawning, where it was about piranha, but mutated with flying fish. Then it also spawned a TV remake, which was okay. Then it spawned, of course, the other remake that I just showed in my video, and it spawned the 3DD, which was Wasn't too happy about this one. But Piranha was an awesome flick. Cool killer piranha film. Definitely worth it. The kills were pretty cool. I liked how they killed the piranha. A little different. Instead of, blowing them up or doing what they did, electrocuting, they actually did something different, which is, I like. A little outside the box. So yeah, guys. Sorry I don't own a lot of the cannibal films, but I do own a lot of aquatic horror. So this was my top 10 aquatic horror that has no sharks. I decided not to go with gators and alligators in this film because they're mostly a land-based setup, so I kind of held off on those. So this is like mostly in all ocean, lagoons, lakes, all that shit. So thanks very much, guys, for watching. Please check out everybody else's top 10s. They'll probably have more cannibal films than I would. So yeah, so check out Movie Guy 666, Zach, Mood 616, Jesse Midnight Crawler, and W Doubles, guys. Check out their videos. All right, peace. Have a good night.